If you feel underpaid, it's rarely because you work too little. It's because your effort isn't tied to value. Markets don't reward time, they reward impact. When your skill solves small problems, pay stays small. When you solve expensive problems, income changes. The shift begins when you stop asking, how hard am I working? And start asking, how valuable is what I produce? Most people trade hours for money because it feels safe. A fixed salary offers predictability, but it also caps growth. To earn more, your output must scale beyond your physical presence. That means building skills, systems, or assets that continue producing results even when you're not actively working each minute. You earn pennies when your skill set is common. Competition drives price down. Study what is rare and in demand: negotiation, sales, communication, technical depth, problem diagnosis. The more difficult it is to replace you, the harder it is to underpay you. Stop focusing on effort and start focusing on outcomes. Employers and clients don't pay for activity, they pay for results. If you can show measurable improvement, increase revenue, reduce costs, improve efficiency, you position yourself as an investment, not an expense. You stay underpaid when you accept the first offer. Negotiation is not aggression, it's alignment. Many people lose thousands over years because they fear one uncomfortable conversation. Prepare evidence of your impact. Show numbers. Show growth. Ask clearly. Silence after a request often brings more than you expect. Learning without application keeps income stagnant. Courses feel productive, but only implemented skills create leverage. After studying something new, use it immediately. Apply it to real problems. Small improvements repeated consistently build expertise faster than endless preparation. Positioning matters as much as ability. If you present yourself as someone who helps, you earn modestly. If you present yourself as someone who increases revenue or reduces risk, you earn strategically. Language shapes perception. Perception shapes pay. Stop competing on price. Compete on clarity and reliability. Cheap services attract price-sensitive buyers. High-value services attract decision makers. Deliver on time. Communicate clearly. Remove uncertainty. When trust increases, price sensitivity decreases. Your income reflects the size of problems you solve. If you handle minor tasks, compensation stays minor. Start volunteering for complex responsibilities others avoid. Difficult projects build reputation quickly. Reputation builds leverage. Leverage increases earnings faster than overtime ever will. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Owners ask how value is created, where money flows, and what improves profit. When you understand business mechanics, you can influence them. Influence makes you indispensable. Indispensable people rarely work for pennies. Visibility multiplies opportunity. Hard work in silence often goes unnoticed. Share results, document progress. Communicate achievements without arrogance. When decision makers see your contribution clearly, your compensation becomes easier to justify and harder to ignore. Raise your standards before raising your rates. Deliver work slightly above expectations every time. Consistency builds trust. Trust allows premium pricing. People pay more for reliability than for raw talent. Excellence repeated becomes reputation. Reputation becomes income. You earn more when you specialize. Generalists compete in crowded markets. Specialists operate in narrow ones. The more precise your expertise, the fewer direct competitors you face. Instead of saying, I do marketing, say, I increase conversion rates for online education brands. Specific value attracts higher pay. Stop underestimating soft skills. Technical ability opens doors, but communication closes deals. The person who explains complex ideas simply often earns more than the person who only understands them. Clarity builds trust. Trust increases opportunity. Opportunity raises income. Track your results carefully. Numbers give you power. If you can prove that your work generated revenue or saved costs, you negotiate from strength. Without evidence, discussions stay emotional. With evidence, they become rational. Rational conversations lead to better compensation. Upgrade your network intentionally. Surround yourself with people who think in terms of growth and ownership. Exposure shapes ambition. When higher standards become normal, higher income becomes realistic. Environment influences earning potential more than motivation alone. Underpayment often begins with self-doubt. If you believe your work is worth little, you price it that way. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's evidence plus preparation. Study your market. Understand your impact, and present your value clearly. When you respect your skills, others follow your lead. Build assets alongside active income. Write, design, code, Create systems, something that exists beyond your hours. Assets attract opportunities while you sleep. They demonstrate competence publicly. Over time, they become proof of value without constant explanation. Time management is income management. If your schedule is full of low-value tasks, earnings reflect that. Prioritize work that directly increases revenue or skill depth. Remove distractions aggressively. Focused hours outperform long distracted days. Productivity multiplies earning potential. Learn to say no strategically. Accepting every request spreads your energy thin and reduces quality. High earners protect their focus. They choose projects aligned with growth and decline those that drain momentum. Selectivity increases perceived value. When you don't chase every opportunity, better ones start chasing you. Raise your rates gradually, not emotionally. Small, consistent increases are easier to sustain than dramatic jumps. Each adjustment signals growth. Clients who value quality remain. Those who leave create space for higher level work. Income rises step by step without destabilizing progress. Stop accepting tasks that don't build future leverage. Some work pays today but creates no advantage tomorrow. Choose projects that increase skill, visibility, or connections. Each assignment should either raise income now or position you for more income later. Otherwise, you remain stuck. You stop working for pennies when you measure value and results, not hours. Hourly thinking limits growth because time is finite. Result-based thinking expands income because impact scales. Shift conversations from how long will it take to what outcome will it create. The second question changes everything. Improve one high-income skill deeply. Mastery commands premium compensation. Surface knowledge competes. Depth dominates. Choose something valuable and practice deliberately. Over time, expertise compounds into authority. Authority shifts you from seeking work to selecting it. Learn to communicate value before delivering it. Presentation shapes perception. A well-structured proposal, clear explanation, and confident tone increase perceived professionalism instantly. People pay more when they feel certainty. Improve how you present ideas, not just the ideas themselves. Stop confusing busy with productive. Activity without direction exhausts you but doesn't increase income. Identify the 20% of tasks that generate 80% of results. Focus there relentlessly. Eliminate or delegate the rest. Strategic focus multiplies earning potential faster than longer hours. Increase your problem-solving depth. Surface fixes create small rewards. Strategic solutions create significant ones. When you understand root causes instead of symptoms, your contribution becomes critical. Critical contributors negotiate from strength. Study systems, not just tasks, and your compensation will reflect broader impact. Financial freedom begins when you align value with payment. Stop settling for pennies and start producing results that justify more. Track, plan, and scale your impact. Habits repeated consistently compound quietly into substantial income over time. Stop waiting for permission. Promotions and higher pay rarely arrive unannounced. Present your case. Propose solutions. Offer to take responsibility. Initiative demonstrates leadership potential. Leadership positions pay more because they influence outcomes, not just execute instructions. Study people who earn more in your field. Analyze their positioning, communication style, and specialization. Success leads patterns. Instead of copying surface behavior, replicate strategic decisions. Reverse engineering high earners shortens your learning curve significantly. Confidence grows through preparation. Research your market rates, understand competitors, and know your differentiator. When you walk into negotiations informed, hesitation disappears. Clarity reduces fear. Prepared professionals rarely accept low offers because they understand alternatives. Build proof before asking for more. Testimonials, case studies, measurable improvements. These speak louder than promises. Evidence reduces risk for clients and employers. Reduced risk justifies higher pay. Document every win, no matter how small. Develop leverage through technology and systems. Automate repetitive tasks. Use tools to scale output and create processes that save time. When 1 hour of your effort produces multiple outcomes, income potential rises. Efficiency creates financial advantage. Invest in personal branding carefully. Share insights, demonstrate expertise, and build a visible track record. Opportunities often go to those remembered first. Visibility combined with competence becomes magnetism. Magnetism attracts higher paying clients and roles. Expand your economic awareness. Understand how businesses generate revenue, manage costs, and calculate profit. When you connect your role directly to financial outcomes, you speak the language of decision makers. Seeking that language positions you closer to higher compensation discussions. Stop trading certainty for growth. Stable but stagnant roles feel safe, Yet long-term stagnation is expensive. Evaluate opportunities based on skill expansion, exposure, and responsibility. Strategic risk taken early often multiplies income later. Upgrade how you manage energy. High performance requires focus and stamina. Poor health reduces earning power silently. Sleep, exercise, and recovery increase clarity and output. Sustainable productivity outperforms burnout. Strong energy supports stronger income. Study negotiation psychology. Silence, timing, and framing matter more than aggression. When discussing pay, focus on value delivered and future contribution. Replace emotion with data. Calm confidence increases credibility. The way you ask often determines the answer you receive. Avoid racing to the bottom, competing on low price traps you among low budget clients. Instead, emphasize outcomes, reliability, and strategic thinking. Premium positioning filters your audience. Fewer but better clients increase stability and income simultaneously. Take ownership beyond your job description. Identify inefficiencies and suggest improvements. Initiative signals leadership potential. Leaders influence revenue and direction, which justifies higher pay. Waiting for instructions limits advancement. Build patience. Income growth rarely explodes instantly. Skill mastery, reputation, and network expansion require time. Consistency during slow progress separates long-term earners from short-term seekers. Stay committed to the trajectory, not daily fluctuations. Stop undervaluing your contributions. People often undercharge because they fear rejection. In reality, expressing value attracts respect and better opportunities. If you consistently deliver more than expected, asking for higher compensation becomes natural. Confidence aligns payment with impact. Track results meticulously. Metrics create proof of your worth. Revenue generated, time saved, efficiency increased, all justify higher rates for salaries. Numbers speak louder than opinions. With data, negotiations become rational, not emotional. Evidence converts influence into earnings. Leverage mentorship. Learning from those who earn more shortens the path. Observe how they present value. Negotiate and select opportunities. Guidance prevents repeated mistakes and exposes hidden strategies. Knowledge from experience compounds faster than trial and error alone. Avoid small leaks in daily spending. Impulse purchases, unnecessary subscriptions, and convenience choices quietly erode wealth. Monitor where every dollar goes. Protecting cash today builds the foundation for larger financial opportunities tomorrow. Awareness is the first step to control. Stop exchanging all your time for money. Focus on creating scalable income, products, systems, or services that generate revenue without constant input. When effort multiplies itself, pay no longer depends on hours worked. Leverage replaces exhaustion with growth. Consistency beats intensity. Small, repeated actions outperform occasional bursts of effort. Apply your skills every day. Track results, and adjust gradually. Wealth is the result of compounding correct behavior, not heroic single efforts. Reflect on mistakes without emotion. Analyze what went wrong, adjust the system, and move forward. Learning from errors transforms failure into long-term advantage. Repeated reflection improves decisions and maximizes future earning potential.